Please state your name for the court.
Sam Hagar.
Ms. Hager, what's your relationship to David Bowie?
He was my only son.
Are you familiar with the song A Song for Sam?
Yeah, it was a song that he actually wrote for me.
How old was David when he wrote A Song for Sam?
I think he was about 13.
Would you please describe to the jury how the song came to be?
Yeah, okay. So it was after I just had gotten home from a double shift at work. I work as a waitress. And I came home and I saw Davey playing at the piano that's in our kitchen. And I asked him where Tony was. Tony is my now ex-husband. And he pointed to a letter that was sitting on a table. And I picked it up and read it, and it told me that Tony had lost his creative spark by music a long time ago. And he just didn't want to tell me because he didn't want to seem like a failure. I understand that. So, but actually he got his creative spark again by playing in a new band called Can You Hear Me Now, Major Tom? And he was playing with a new xylophone player. And he didn't want to lie to me about their relationship, so I said it.
So, how do you know A Song for Sam was written for you, Ms. Hager?
After Davey actually finished the song, he looked at me with so much joy and said, "This is for you, Mom," and played the song.
To the best of your knowledge, Ms. Hager, how often did David play A Song for Sam in concert?
He played the song every concert I went to.
Ms. Hager, do you know Miss Patricia Smith?
Yeah, she's a family friend.
Who else is she?
She's also Davey's age.
Do you know if David and Miss Smith had a close relationship?
Yeah, he was her manager. Obviously, he was close to her.
So, I apologize for the following questions if they may be a little bit difficult for you to answer. How did you learn that your only child had cancer?
Patricia actually contacted me.
Was Miss Smith helpful to you throughout David's illness?
Yeah, she was. I had to work constantly because you don't get paid much being a waitress. So I wasn't always there for all of his doctor's appointments. So she was the one that went with him and then came back and told me what was really going on with him.
Can you tell me more?
She actually also set up Davey's funeral, which was at the church that she met Davey at, Davey and Ann.
How did spiders and cars ruin the sentimental value of A Song for Sam?
Objection. Speculation.
Or it's not speculation because I'm asking her, this song is for her. This song has sentimental value for Sam, and she can be able to testify whether or not that sentimental value is still there.
Right. I think the objection will be overruled. I don't believe it is a conclusion. She can make her own conclusions how her feelings are.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, do you remember the question, or do you want me to restate it?
Please proceed.
How did spiders and cars ruin A Song for Sam's sentimental value for you?
They took my song and cut it up to what they pleased and put it together like it was their own and benefited.
I'll move on to a less sentimental topic for now. Your Honor, may I play a song that has previously been marked as Exhibit 9?
All right, very well. Counsel, you need to get the volume up if you can.
Ms. Hager, does this sound familiar to you?
Yes, it does.
What is it?
It's my song for Sam.
This is a true and accurate representation of A Song for Sam.
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, I would like to enter Exhibit 9 into evidence.
Objection. No. Very well. Actually, it's already been played. Right. The exhibit will be received in evidence.
Your Honor, may I play another song that has previously been marked as Exhibit 10?
Right, counsel, are you familiar with this? Yes, going to play.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there going to be any objection to it?
Ms. Hager, does this sound familiar to you?
Yes, it does.
What is it?
Young Americans by Spiders and Cars.
Is it a true and accurate representation of young Americans?
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, I would like to enter Exhibit 10 into evidence.
Right, there is no objection to it, so it will be received.
Ms. Hager, do you have an opinion as to whether or not Young Americans and A Song for Sam are similar?
Yeah, I do think they're similar, but it'd be easier for me to listen to them so everyone can hear them. So would you mind playing the melody of A Song for Sam at around 9 seconds, I think? Would you mind playing Young Americans at around 14 seconds? The melodies are exactly the same. Everyone heard it.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness? Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Is it a new exhibit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Could you show it to council first?
Let the record show I am handing the witness. Speaking together. The judge. And the opposing counsel what has previously been marked as exhibits 5 and 6. Let's talk about Exhibit 6 first. Does this look familiar to you?
Yes, it does.
What is it?
To my knowledge, it's the Young Americans.
What is it a true and accurate copy of Young Americans?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
Your Honor, I would like to enter Exhibit 6 into evidence.
Objection?
Yes, Your Honor, lack of personal knowledge.
She's heard the song. She can testify her opinions to it, especially because it's written on paper.
Or she testified she's heard it.
Well, Your Honor, she's never seen the sheet.
I'm sorry?
Well, Your Honor, she's never seen the sheet music.
She does have experience reading sheet music, and she's just going to point out similarities between the two. She doesn't need to have seen it before. She's heard it before, so she can therefore testify to the fact that they are similar.
Well, why don't you lay a better foundation about her knowledge of a written script before we move on?
Yes, Your Honor. So, Miss Hager, do you have experience with music?
Yeah, my ex-husband and my son were both musicians.
Are you able to read sheet music?
Yes, I can.
Are you able to identify the similarities between two pieces of sheet music?
Yes, I can.
Have you listened to Young Americans before, and are you familiar with the song in detail?
Many times, yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now may I enter exhibit 5?
All right, any further questions, Councilman?
No, Your Honor.
I believe a sufficient foundation has been laid, so I will overrule the objection and allow the witness to continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The exhibit will be received in evidence. Item number 6,
6 and 5.
both.
Yes. Your Honor, may I publish a copy of both pieces of music to the jurors?
Yes, you may.
Ms. Hager, can you please explain to the jury the similarities between Young Americans and A Song for Sam based on the sheet music that's in front of you?
Yeah. Okay. So this is the paper, A Song for Sam. This is the sheet music for it. And these two lines are A minor, F, and G. And then this line is A minor, F, and G. And then on Young Americans, the first two lines, which is the melody on both, is A minor, F, and G. A minor, F, and G, which are exactly the same.
Can you tell me more about how they're the same?
Yeah, the melodies are exactly the same.
Is there anything you would like to point out about the melodies specifically?
No. Except that they're exactly the same.
Okay. So, moving on. Ms. Hager, did you meet with Ms. Patricia Smith about the business side of David's song?
Yes, I did. Sadly, after David passed away.
What did that meeting entail?
She originally came to me with an offer of $100,000 for Baby's entire catalog. And I knew that wasn't right because even though he was a jazz musician, his music was becoming popular. Everyone was starting to know who he was. So he was worth more than $100,000. So I denied that. And then she later came back to me with another offer for $100,000 again, but just for A Song for Sam. And I took it because I didn't want anyone else to have A Song for Sam because it was my song. It means the world to me.
Thank you, Ms. Hager. No further questions, Your Honor.
Cross-examination.